Hi, I'm Brent Campbell. We actually did a similar drive to this yesterday, but my phone ran out of space. So I've deleted all of my music on my phone, and now let's try to do this properly. So, once again, I'm in my beloved 2004 BMW M3 Coupe. It's a E46 for you BMW nerds out there. We're about to do a quick blast. And there's a nice curvy road that I want to go on. And then meanwhile, I'm going to continue talking about what it's like to live with not one, but two M cars, and they're very, very different. Okay, so we're about to hit the throttle. I'm going to press the sport button, which activates the drive-by-wire throttle. Here we go. Alright, now we're at speed and cruising along. I can tell you there are few things that sound better than this engine at speed. It's just amazing. And you can enjoy it every time you get onto the highway, but most of the time you're stuck behind pokey drivers. Actually, the onboard computer here tells me that my average speed is 22.6 miles per hour. If that gives you any idea. Now granted, the car very rarely goes outside of the suburban town that we live in, so I suppose that makes sense. But the reality of living with a super fast car is that you very rarely get to drive it super fast. In fact, anytime you do it, it's going to be illegal, so you have to do it just for a few seconds at a time. Plus, of course, I have children, and I want to make sure that they stay out of harm's way, and I want to make sure that other children stay out of harm's way. So I do my best to be a responsible adult while enjoying myself from time to time. So I guess today I could talk a little bit about the difference between having the M3 and the M5. The M3, as my brother put it, and I talked about this a little bit before. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but I figure you may not have seen every video that I've been posting. My brother was the first owner of this car, and he sold it to me about 3.5 years ago. Now see, I'm stuck behind a pokey driver. I'm going 45 miles an hour now. This is crazy. Here we go. Listen to that. Alright. And now we're coming up on a twisty road, so let's table that discussion for a minute and let's enjoy this. So I'm going to downshift with the flaps down into 4. Let's make it 3. Feel that car just grip the road. Feels like it's going to break loose, but it never does. So as I was saying, my brother had the M3 first, then he got the M5, and each time I was able to acquire his next car. He now drives a brand new M4. Lucky guy. Anyway, the M3, as he puts it, is the tennis player. It's quick, it's agile, certainly fast, but not fast the way the M5 is fast. The M5 is brutish. He calls it, for the M3's tennis player, the M5 is the rugby player. It's enormously powerful. It never runs out of breath. It just keeps going and building and going and building. The M3, you can enjoy it from the get-go. It's always fast, it's always fun, it's always light, and it's perfect for just driving around town. I mean, you can have a good time driving it under any circumstance. Even if you're stuck in traffic like this, you can always feel the car. The drive-by-wire throttle that I activate by pressing the sport button basically makes the throttle an extension of your foot. But you have to be really careful about how you apply your foot because it gets jerky. It's like driving, you know, a traditional manual transmission in that sense. Okay, I'm pleased to say we've made it through the traffic, and now we're out a few minutes. Okay, now we're back to some twisty roads. Believe it or not, this lake that we're going past is the lake that the wealthiest person that ever walked the earth could see outside his window. What a spectacular set of curves it is. John D. Rockefeller's house is just up there. Completely obscured, you would never know it. In the fall, it's just beautiful. And if you can find a break in traffic, you can really have a lot of fun driving. So I'm going to make a little bit of space so that I can hit this curve here. Really hard to get started sometimes with the drive-by-wire on. There's a little bit of space. I think I can start to hit it. And it's just beautiful over there. Okay, I'm going to slow down a little bit now. Don't want you to think I'm anything but a responsible driver. So, the M3 is a very practical car to live with. I've said this before, I don't think I caught it on tape, but on video. For $15,000, $20,000, you can get one of these cars, and it will be bulletproof, it will be reliable, it'll get surprisingly good gas mileage. On the highway, this car gets 28 miles per gallon, and that's going, you know, 70 miles an hour.